CardMageddon, the end of the year Magic tournament where every deck format is supported.
Alright, we're in here against Embryo. This hand is like insanely bad at 7 mana. So I think we should mulligan it. This hand has no green. We could go to 5 or we could just cross our fingers and hope. And then be out of this game very fast potentially. This hand's not very exciting, but going to 5 isn't very exciting either. And we're playing against Affinity? Leyline has got to be the worst possible draw. Should have gone to 5 probably, because it's like we don't have that many green sources we can draw into. But it's like if we draw green, then this is just a reasonable hand. Alright. Hypocrisite. This isn't Affinity we're playing against. It's something spicy, it looks like. Alright, well, drew birds, so things are moving. It's likely to get spellbombed, but it's not the end of the world. Didn't get spellbombed. Yeah, pretty interesting series of cards over there. It could be a Tezzeret deck of some kind. More Hypocrisites. Hypocrisite seems not very good against us. It's just slow. Alright, well there goes the bird. We can start to get things going. We did draw the forest, so we got to play Magic, which was nice. Get a forest. Get a Llanowar Elf out there, and the opponent only has 3 cards left, so not too scared. We could play Garruk on the next turn and make a beast or untap. What is the opponent going to recycle Pyrite Spellbomb? Trinket Mage for Darksteel Citadel. Interesting deck over there for sure. Taking the damage. Oh no, what are we going to be facing? Tezzeret? Primal Crux. 2, 3. Alright, so we could play Garruk and untap it, but then it's gonna die to combat. It's not exciting, but I kinda wanna play Leyline just to get some devotion. I don't know how much time we have. I mean, next turn we can Garruk, or we can Garruk, untap Nykthos. And we actually have some mana. We could potentially Primal Crux next turn. I think we need to draw land. Or we might just get our Llanowar Elf spellbombed and never get it going. Wow, Hypocrisite's not attacking. Oh, we have 1/2 Leylines, that's true. Alright, we're doing stuff. Let's do it. Hell man, we're doing it. We're going. Hell man, we're doing it. Okay, so we have mana and we have life. 2. Let's make some green. 5 mana, play Garruk. Let's untap. I actually dislike this Leyline because of all the triggered abilities. I don't want to be dealing with them triggered abilities, man. Green. And play a Primal Crux. And that's it for my turn. Seems pretty good based on what the opponent's shown us. Like, Pyrite Spellbomb is not the most exciting against this Primal Crux. And it seems like we're going to add a Colony Hydra to the board on the next turn. Give our Primal Crux an 8/8 boost. Etched Champion, sure. This Garruk is going to have to get put off ultimate also, otherwise that's a thing that's going to happen. Wait, what happened? The opponent did 2 damage to our face. That's probably was a mistake. We can Sylvan Scrying for 13 for a stomping ground. I mean, it doesn't matter, like, we just win however. Stomping ground. This feels a bit more honorable because the opponent screwed up or whatever. Well, to be fair, untapping Nykthos is probably more damage than casting Wolf Run. Or it's probably more damage than ultimating, actually, because of how much mana we have. I'm actually going to play around. I'm interested in playing around. Okay, never mind. Playing around Slaughter Pact, but unnecessary. Screw that. Alright, well, we're in a position where I would bet that Creeping Corrosion is pretty good as well, so let's sideboard the same. Seems less good because killing Apocryphyte's not the most exciting thing. But opponent's deck appears to be artifact based, so it seems like not the worst card we could run. Keep this one. We can turn 3 Creeping Corrosion, which is exciting. Ghost Quarter, alright, well that puts a limit on our Nykthos shenanigans. We'll see how good Creeping Corrosion is, even it might not do too much. We'll have to play our Nykthos carefully as well, because we might only get 1 mana shot out of it. Possible this card just sucks here. Alright, well here's a fetch. I'm not so concerned about life, and I am concerned about deck thinning, I suppose, in a longer game. Although we only have 2 forests left, so we want to make sure we have something for Ghost Quarter later. Cancel. Cast this guy for green, green. How's that sound, man? Is this gonna get countered? Do we care if it gets countered? Yeah, I'm curious about the Apocryphytes, or like what we're playing against. I would expect Ensnaring Bridge, potentially, so I'd like to save Creeping Corrosion for that. I was also thinking instead of Creeping Corrosion, maybe we should just be playing Ancient Grudge. That might be better. That would have been better in that Affinity game, potentially, because we would be able to kill the Nexus, which was actually the real problem. Kill the Nexus and the plating. Probably would have lost to the other stuff, but it just struck me that we could be playing Ancient Grudge. Casting Wolf Run. Well, nothing's going on, really. Sylvan Scrying. More spell snares. Alright, well. Didn't really have the devotion to do too much at the moment anyways, so it's not so bad. Yeah, Creeping Corrosion might just be no good here. It's possible, but I mean, the alternative would have Border Post. Actually, maybe we should have boarded in the Primeval Titans, I think. Trinket Mage. For a Darksteel Citadel, that's pretty sweet, and Creeping Corrosion is ineffective. Here's a Garruk. Garruk seems pretty good. Just making 3/3 body seems like not the worst against what's going on over there. Although if it gets killed, then the Trinket Mage can beat down. I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe it lives and we take the game over, maybe it gets killed. But potential big play here. I mean, oh, it's a 3/4 actually, which is significant because the opponent might be playing Lightning Bolt. So might live through a Lightning Bolt now. Protect Garruk. Like, that could be a big deal. Yeah, Leyline combos particularly well with 3 toughness creatures just because Most common removal spell. However, the opponent's playing Mox Opal, so I wouldn't be shocked to see a Galvanic Blast. Chat. Opponent said something, supposedly. I don't see it. Alright, what happened? Our guy died, is all I see. Cryptic Command. Bounce, draw, kill Garruk, and now we have nothing left. That seems bad for us. Maybe these Creeping Corrosions come out. 2 of them can come out. They're just not going to kill anything. Tezzeret, maybe they will kill something. 3, 4, 5. 6. Well, if we draw Primal Crux, then we can't play it. So this game's pretty much over. It's kind of, it seems to me. Kind of just let the opponent do his thing. Get a better idea of how to sideboard. Although I do want to keep Creeping Corrosions actually, because I expect Ensnaring Bridge, and we're going to need to deal with that. Misty. Could play Expedition Map. Or could Creeping Corrosion Expedition Map. That doesn't seem so exciting, guys, does it? No. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, I'm scratching my face. Why does my body tell me it's so itchy if I'm not supposed to scratch? It's just got just bitten to shreds. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a heavy banana eater or whatever. I don't know if it's a real thing, but I do feel that I'm targeted by bugs, especially. But, I mean, I think they're just kind of looking for some hot blood, and if you have it, then we can talk. Alright, what do you guys think? I'm interested in conceding. We're a million miles from winning, and yeah, there's just too much. I'm just gonna scoop out. It's a cool deck, but I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Alright, Primal Titan's coming in. As bad as Creeping Corrosion was, I don't want to cut him, because I think we'll need them against Ensnaring Bridge. Cut a Colony Hydra. Cut 1 Creeping Corrosion, that could really come back to bite us, but I'm going to do it. Alright, nut draw 1 time, let's do it. Jeez, I'm going to keep. It is really missing a Nykthos, and we're a million miles away from doing anything, but that's kind of the deck. It's a bit swingy and inconsistent, and I'm alright with that. Thinking about this video, what if we lose every match? That'd probably be pretty tough. I don't know if I'd even wanna feel bad about that. Starting a new video series with a new site and just lose. We did win a game, so that was pretty cool. We won several games actually. Alright, so I mean, even if we draw Sylvan Scrying or Nykthos, then we're still far away from doing anything. Although Creeping Corrosions can't be a bad draw. We could save the Burning Tree so that it doesn't get killed by Pyrite Spellbomb, but Spell Snare is a thing, and also, well, that's the main reason. Just get it into play. Oh, it's protected by the ley line from the Spellbomb, so that's pretty sweet. Alright. Meanwhile, our hand is just too much fat. So that Creeping Corrosion could be a border post. I did cut mana for spells, and That would get us closer to doing something. But it might be our savior later on. So we're on 2 mana. If we draw Nykthos, we get to 4, and we're still a ways away from doing much. Spellskite. Well, we draw Nykthos, we can... I guess it doesn't seem very promising. I don't know what to think about this deck. Have we not had good draws, or maybe it's just not the most consistent thing. Maybe it's just not a good deck. It's a fun deck, is it? Has this been fun? We haven't really done too much to say it's all that fun. It all depends on this match. If we win, then I'll feel good. It's kind of the way Magic goes. Pretty sweet brew showcased by our opponent over there, though. 2, 3, 4. Drinking Mage. I feel a Tezzeret coming. 1, 2. So we're up to 3 mana. Pirate Spellbomb's gonna kill birds. Yeah, we draw Nykthos and we're on 4 mana. We need to get to 6. I don't think that we can possibly... Okay, that got killed. I thought I was gonna live for a turn, maybe. Sylvan Scrying. Well, now the question is, we could sandbag the Nykthos to play around Ghost Quarter. I think we should just get it into play, because it's not like sandbagging it would necessarily do that much. And this way we get to hit land drops, force the opponent to Ghost Quarter. So, tough to say. Either way. Brutal Effigy. Interesting. Just an old-fashioned Tez deck over there. Shout out to Lag. Darksteel Citadel. Okay, well, we have 1 turn with Nykthos. It didn't get Ghost Quartered. And we can't do much, but we can get a 4 or 5 into play, which I suppose we should do. Up to 6 devotion, so this Nykthos must be killed, and if it isn't, we can, or even if it is, we can top deck another Nykthos and finally get a Primal Crux or a Primeval Titan into play. I guess Primeval Titan, because of that Brittle Effigy, we'd rather go fetch up a Treetop and or whatever else is available, but things are looking up slightly. Only slightly. Okay. I'm expecting this Nykthos to get Ghost Quartered, otherwise I don't know. Here it is. Wait, weird. Ghost Quartering their own land. Well, I guess to get a Tezzeret out? Sure. I'm sure Ensnaring Bridge is on the horizon. It's gotta be. Yeah. So I think Birds of Paradise could bail us out, because Birds with Kessig could be a winning combination. We could also just rip Creeping Corrosion right now, so it's not the end of the world. 6, 2. I will say that boarding out the 1 Creeping Corrosion feels foolish right now, because we only have 2 of those and 4 Birds as our outs. Birds is not even really an out because Academy Ruins. But yeah, Academy Ruins, Pirate, Spellbomb. But we'll make it work. Try to make it work. fling the opponent's face. Do I wish to use this ability? Yeah, okay, let's get a Kessig Wolfron. And let's get a Treetop Village. Kessig Wolfron. Gain a life. Wait, Spellskite kind of hoses our Kessig Wolfron. So we kind of need to just rep one of the Creeping Corrosions that got sided out. It got sided out for a Primeval Titan. So, well, the opponent would have known from Thoughtseize, so we wouldn't really be in this exact position, but it would be nice to have. Meanwhile, my elbow is just so itchy. I know I'm not supposed to scratch it, but why does my body tell me to? Looks like another Tezzeret is coming. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. This Spellskite is actually really problematic. But wait, how did this end up in play? I thought I got a Treetop Village, just misclicked, I guess. Didn't surprise me, there was so much lag that I wasn't positive the correct orders were going through. Unfortunately. Here's a Leyline, so this will protect our Birds of Paradise when it's time for that. So we get attack with the Burning Tree. That's not so exciting to me. Green. Play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If nothing, we can make giant bodies. Ensnaring Bridge has got to be one of my least favorite cards to play against. It's right up there with Worship, but at the same time, it's one of the most fun cards to put in your deck. Because it's like, alright, well, what are the odds my opponent likes attacking? They're probably not going to like this then. All this fat can't attack. Your move. Your turn. 22/22 Primal Crux. He's not small. Wait, Academy Ruins with Ensnaring Bridge. So we would need to kill it and then win right then. Draw multiple Creeping Corrosions. Moral of the story is we can't really get out of this. Moral of the story is that we've lost, really. Pretty sweet Tezzeret Brew, so hopefully we get something going in the next match. Hopefully I can stop itching. It just feels way too good. Brutal Effigy, okay. Burning Tree's exiled, so maybe the opponent hasn't been knowing about Nykthos. Alright, here's a good one. If the opponent can't empty their hand for whatever reason, then Wolfbriar Elemental will do it. If the opponent just is unable to empty their hand. Play this. How many times do you want to kick it? 17 times. How does that sound? 23, 19 times. 19 times. Okay. Click on this. Okay. Well, the opponent could always Academy Ruins an Expedition map and then not draw it, and then get it into play, so I'm not the most optimistic, but pretty sweet play. Yeah, Wolfbriar Elemental's like green Master of Waves, basically. Do I actually have to click all these? Is there a way to like right click once? Always yield, auto yield. Now I'm the guy taking forever. Wait, never mind, the opponent is. Okay, so I have to click them all. Yeah, I actually don't like the ley line so much because it's just so laggy. This is so slow. Look, 1, 2. I guess I should get a better computer. Use the money. Use the money for my videos. This computer's been working just fine for version 3, but times change. Last year's computers can't always handle this year's products, as we know. This is taking frustratingly long, though, to put all these on the stack. And then there's probably going to be lots more clicking as well, although I F6'd, so I don't think so. Alright, F6. Gain some life, your move. Hope the opponent screws up and keeps cards in hand. Do I wish to use the ability? Jeez, I have to do this. Yes, yes. Come on, buddy, we'll try to get this done in the next 5 minutes. The stack done. It's like in IRL Magic, it's like, alright, I gain 19, your turn, untap. But here it's like, gain 1, gain 1. Is there a way to do like always yes? If I right click ley line? No, that's all it shows. What if I right click here? Always yes, always yes, always yes. Always yes. Always yield. No, never yield. Never yield. Yeah, okay. F6. Why do I have to hit yes? Okay. Resolved. Board resolved. Only took 5 minutes. I think the opponent probably has an idea of how to get their hand down. And the way to do it is to play a spell bomb. Well, maybe this opens the window to draw. Actually goes 3. Interesting. This is opening the window to draw Creeping Corrosion as well. Crucible of Worlds. Using Expedition Map. What's going on over there? The opponent is going to be able to Ghost Quarter this Kessig Wolfron. So that sucks because we only have the 1. However, the opponent has 2 cards in hand, so we actually get to swing with 19 of these guys. Not Creeping Corrosion. That's too bad. Make some mana. Definitely making a fight of this game. Trav wins. We won. Oh, we have 19 2/2s. Duh. Nice. We won again. We won. I was thinking it was 19 damage. It's 38 damage. So peace. Bam.
CardAgain, the website Magic players deserve.